Welcome in everyone to this all signs reading. This is going to be the reading, or a reading if you want to say, for the full moon in Aquarius that we'll be having tomorrow, August 19th. Even if you're watching this video after the 19th, this can still resonate and apply to your situation because the lunation cycle hasn't completed yet until we really come into the new moon in Virgo. So we're going to go ahead and jump in, and we're going to be doing a full moon in Aquarius and the messages you need to know right now and what's coming up for you at this time. If you're watching the playback of this, everything will be down below in the comments, the timestamps. You can just go straight to your zodiac sign. But I'm going to wait here a moment, and I will be taking super chat questions. So if you would like to ask a super chat question, you can. But I have to bring up some things really quick before we start here. So let's see. Yo, what's going on? I gotta bring up the chat. I don't even have the chat open. Oh, thank you, Janelle. I appreciate that. Or Wanel. Thank you. Need to figure out what I just did with this. All right. And so give me 1 second really quick. Okay. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and jump in and begin. All right, let's go ahead and start first with Aries. All right, Aries, let's take a look. What is this full moon bringing out for Aries, and what are the messages for Aries at this time? Aries. The High Priestess just wanted to come out, and the High Priestess deals with your intuition. So definitely listen to your intuition at this time. Also, the High Priestess does deal with intuitive wisdom. It's like, I'm almost kind of getting in a way, if there's anything that your intuition is like telling you to do or is nudging you to do, I would definitely pay attention because there's a deeper form of wisdom there. But it's like you're first having to trust your intuition with things. But let's see here, Aries, what is going on? All right, let me pull this up. All right, here we go. All right, let's see here, Aries. All right, let's pull your oracle card here, Aries. You pulled this truth card here. So I think a lot of you Aries are in search of the truth at this time. I just honestly get that you're trying to just realign yourself here. You're trying to really clarify things and making sure that your intentions are in alignment with what it is that you're trying to discover or what it is that you're trying to do at this time. And it makes a lot of sense. You pulled this Hermit card for the overall energy. And the Hermit ultimately is in search for truth. He's in search for knowledge, wisdom, anything that can really help him grow as an individual. And that's why through time with the Hermit, he gains all the experience and the wisdom. So I do see here with your overall energy that this full moon is highlighting here for you. There's a deeper sense of self-reflection, right? Because the Hermit can represent like solitude and having like reflection and introspection. I think you're really trying to get clear here of what your inner truth is in regards to how you want to live your life or how you want to approach something here in your life. You're getting these downloads at this time as well with the Page of Cups in your current energy. The Page of Cups is the inspiration that intuitively guides us to do certain things. You could also be getting communication here as well if you've been looking for communication, Aries. But the Page of Cups, if there's anything you're inspired to do at this time, take action on your intuition here. And I know I say that a lot, but I feel like a lot of us I feel a lot of you that watch me are like manifesting generators or manifestors when it comes to human design. And there's something called the sacral response. If you don't know your human design, I would definitely, you know, look it up. But Page of Cups is very much like the sacral response. It's like when you get this intuitive, or when you feel like when something flows through you, or like there's this feeling to do something, it's like taking action on that, right? Because sometimes we can miss that wave of inspiration, or we can miss that wave of a feeling that we have about something, right? It could be like to take action on something, whatever feels right, basically. It's like acting on that gut instinct here. So I do feel like Spirit's wanting you to act on your gut instincts at this time. I think what this full moon as well is releasing for you, with this Justice card being in the challenge, or what it's reflecting to you on a deeper level, is you really looking at things and having a better sense of discernment. I really see you really wanting to like come from a place of truth, like your intentions, your energy, your actions. You're really trying to figure out like what's the best way to do things here for yourself. And you have this Temperance card in the future position, and the Temperance card is ultimate wisdom. It's also a card of freedom, and it's also a card of healing as well, and also getting back into the balance of things, getting back into the harmony and the joy with things. But what the Temperance brings is this sense of freedom to be able to create from a space that's rooted and centered in the heart chakra, right? And I'm really seeing you wanting to connect to things in your life here on a more deeper, meaningful way, which is why this Hermit card is here for the overall energy. It's like you're really wanting to seek out and search with inside yourself, like what your truth is and how you want to go about things. Clarify the Page of Cups. Actually, clarify the Hermit here. Clarify the Hermit for the overall energy. You pulled the Emperor here, which is your own card. And the Emperor deals with our ability to govern ourselves and make our own decisions in life. And so you have a lot of wisdom at this time, and a lot of knowledge. I feel like through your experience, it's giving you practical knowledge as well. And so there's this deeper sense of wisdom that you have at this time, Aries, that's being reflected to you with this full moon, of where it is that you can improve things and make things better here for yourself. But also I feel like the Spirit's like wanting you to rely upon your own guidance at this time and trust in your inner truth here. Clarify the Page of Cups. You have the High Priestess. Look what came out. I knew it. I knew the High Priestess had something to do with your reading. And this is like listening to your intuition here and relying upon your internal wisdom, your intuitive wisdom at this time to make certain choices. Because the Justice card is a card of discernment, which is in your challenge. And this could be choices in regards to people with the Three of Cups, right? I think some of you Aries are wondering, like, is my environment the right environment, or are the people that I'm associating with really going to support me and help me in my life? So you could be trying to make decisions here that have to deal with other people. It's interesting though. I see here though you have a lot more support than you realize, Aries. And I feel at this time the universe is saying, you know, to rely upon your support at this time. And anybody who's not supporting you, this is where the discernment comes in. I sense here, like if these people aren't supporting you or aren't helping you grow, then this would be the time to detach or, you know, to disconnect from those people. Clarify the Temperance in the future position. You have the Strength card here. Yeah, I mean, this is a good read overall. You have the Temperance and the Strength card in the future. The Strength card is about willpower and courage. So I see you here like being tapped into your strength, having the willpower and the courage here to start creating the beautiful things that you want to create for yourself, that bring harmony and that bring balance. So I feel this full moon is really bringing up and showcasing to you actually like your own unique sense of self. And also like it's reflecting to you like your own intuitive wisdom when it comes to making certain decisions in your life. And I feel as long as you stay in alignment with what your truth is, that's what's going to bring in more harmony and more balance for you, Aries. And also, if you've been trying to make things right with other people, I do see that happening here. So that's what I got for you, Aries. Let's go to Taurus. All right, Taurus. Let's take a look. All right, Taurus. Shit. What's going on with Taurus? What are the messages for Taurus here with this full moon in Aquarius? this here. All right, you did pull this happiness card. So ultimately what I'm seeing with this full moon is that it's trying to usher in more happiness. Now for some of you, it's like you could be feeling the peak of happiness here when it comes to things in your life. But I'm also just getting, again, like the theme around you at this time is happiness. And I think in a way, like you've kind of, through your experience with things, through your direct experience with things, you're realizing like, okay, like these things don't make me happy, right? And the reason why I say that is because you have the Ten of Swords here for the overall energy. And the Ten of Swords, like when something just isn't working anymore and like you realize, okay, like I'm gonna have to break this cycle and I'm gonna have to get inventive here, I'm gonna have to think differently or come up with a different way here to start pursuing the things that I actually want to pursue that are gonna make me happy, right? And that are gonna pull me out of a cycle of like this never-ending cycle of like being disappointed. And with this Two of Wands being in your current energy, I feel like you have a lot of ambition at this time, Taurus. Two of Wands is the conqueror. So I see you here planning things out and wanting to make bold moves. You do have the Seven of Swords in your challenge, which actually is the moon in Aquarius. I do see though with the challenge though, with the Ten of Swords, it's like you're having to get inventive, right? You're having to redo things or change things here. And I also see it's like you're being forced to think outside of the box here to innovate things, to change things up here. I do see you though with the Six of Cups in the future position, finding something that you like or finding something that you enjoy. And also the Ten of Swords can be to where maybe we've experienced a betrayal or we've experienced something hurtful or we've just been in an energy of disappointment or sadness. And the Six of Cups represents the restoring of those things, right? More happiness coming in, right? More security, more safety, more, the ability to feel comfortable, right? And Six of Cups is also the gift from the universe. So this could be something here that you could be receiving in the future. Some of you could literally be getting a gift here in the future. But I think with the Six of Cups overall, it's just the gift of transformation and what it's ushering in as far as like something new, which is going to be meaningful to you. Clarify this Ten of Swords here for the overall. You have the Ace of Wands, yeah. It's like a new spark is trying to come through at this time with this new moon, with this full moon. This is definitely electrical fucking full moon. Like we have Uranus squaring it, Mercury with the sun squaring Uranus, and then also opposing this moon. So there is the theme here of happiness, our values, and the world at large, and trying to figure out all that shit. So I'm seeing though, when it comes to yourself with the sun being in Leo, it's like you're trying to find that sense of happiness and you're also trying to connect back to your own individuality and embrace who you truly are and do the things that actually will bring in happiness, that actually are enjoyable for you. And so I'm seeing you here get a chance here, Taurus, with this Ace of Wands, Ten of Swords, to begin something new. And the Ace of Wands is all about the spark of passion, right? To bring back in the passion with things here. Clarify the Two of Wands in your current energy. You have the Queen of Wands. I like your current energy at this time. I feel like you are an empowered energy. And the Queen of Wands is a temperament and an attitude to where we're going to start living from the heart, right? We're going to start living from our true authenticity and follow what our heart wants. And so I'm seeing you here really starting to align yourself with what your real desires are. Clarify the Seven of Swords in the challenge. You pull the Lovers. Clarify the Six of Cups in the future. You have the King of Wands here. Well, you have divine counterparts here. So, and you also have the Lovers. So if this is anything in regards to relationships, there could be some changes being made in your relationships at this time, maybe to bring in some more passion or romance or fun. And I see that being a good thing with the Six of Cups and the King of Wands, right? Ushering in like more intimacy or a deeper bond here. When it comes to yourself, that Seven of Swords and the Lovers is like the challenge is like you want to start living honestly, right? And when I say honestly, I'm not calling you a liar, right? I'm saying like you want to start living in a place of truth and what's true for you and what's going to make you happy, right? And what gives you ambition and what makes and living from a place of true self-expression, like your own self-expression, not what everybody else wants from you or not what everybody else expects from you. And I see you being able to tap into that passion here with the Six of Cups and the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a card of success as well. It's like being able to see your endeavors all the way through and accomplish them. So some of you are having to change some things up because maybe they weren't working, or maybe you're starting to feel like, these things weren't in alignment with my values, and maybe I want to. And maybe you're starting to really think like, okay, well, I want to start realigning myself with what's actually true for me and what my values are and what are the things that are going to make me happy. And by doing that, I feel like that's what's bringing in the Six of Cups energy, is the happiness, the bliss, the restoring of innocence, and being able to be in a more comfortable energy here with your surroundings and your environment and the things that you're interacting with, right, that are meaningful for you, and that also bring you success here with the King of Wands. That was a pretty good read. I like your read, Taurus. So we're going to go ahead and go to Gemini. I feel like some of you Taurus maybe just feeling unaligned with your path for some reason. You know, like you're, and I don't think, it doesn't mean like you're totally scrapping everything, but you're realizing like, I want to change some things because I don't really feel like I'm in full alignment. All right, Geminis. What's going on with Geminis here? Geminis. All right. You pull the Three of Swords here for the overall energy. Well, the Three of Swords is heartbreak, disappointment, frustration, feeling like things are unfair. So there could be some things that this full moon is bringing up for you that have been heartbreaking or that just feel like aren't fair. And with the Two of Cups being in your current energy at this time, this could definitely be with relationships too. And I think the main thing here, Gemini, like when it comes to relationships and where the disappointment lies, is that maybe you're not feeling fully supported or fully being seen. And I think with this Two of Cups, it's like you're being encouraged at this time to like make sure that, you know, that you're connecting to yourself and you're attending to your own needs at this time with this Two of Cups. I think in general, with the Six of Wands being in the challenge, like there was something you wanted to be successful and you wanted to go a certain way, but it hasn't turned out that way or it didn't go that way. And so you could be taking it personally, like you could be directly correlating the result of something in regard, like with like your self-worth or like directly toward yourself. Like if something didn't happen, like it didn't go the way we expected, or maybe something didn't turn out the way we expected, it's like we feel like we're not good enough, right? But I don't think that's the case. I just feel like whatever the situation is, just it didn't turn out, even though it didn't turn out the way you expected, like I think it was supposed to be like that here. There was like a blessing in disguise, Gemini. And I am seeing you here wanting to, with that Two of Cups, it's like you're trying to really figure out, okay, like what do I need and what do I want at this time, right? That's gonna make me feel better. And it's like, even though you haven't gotten into a successful place or things haven't moved in a successful place, it's like you're willing to pick yourself up again here and like keep going. And I think that's the best thing you can do at this time, because really what's being called into question here and what's really being brought into focus, I feel, Gemini, with this Two of Cups, is where you maybe have been giving your power away, or maybe validation from others or certain opinions from others. But I think you're really coming into this energy here with the Two of Cups to where you're really going to be prioritizing like yourself and not worrying about what other people think of you or what other people expect of you. You do have the Five of Wands here in the future position. And so Five of Wands is a card of conflict and strife and struggle. If there's any drama, especially with this Five of Wands, Three of Swords, I feel like you don't have to prove yourself here, Gemini. Like if something starts to get out of control here, you know, this is about disengaging from things before like it turns out to be worse. This is not the fucking full moon to try to like have an argument. I'm just gonna be real. It will spiral out of fucking control. So I'm just giving you a heads up. And I would just avoid drama. But I think this Five of Wands, like when it comes to your personal self, it's like you're wanting to challenge yourself, even because with the Three of Swords, like there's obstacles and there's been limitations and there's been challenges. But this Five of Wands is you facing the challenge directly head on, right? And I think by doing that, it's like you're starting to be able to move through this Three of Swords. What do we got here? You pulled this thriving card here. So I think thriving and the Six of Wands is very similar. It deals with like wanting to be successful, wanting to thrive, but feeling setbacks or feeling like things haven't gone your way. But that doesn't mean you can't thrive. I think there's just been obstacles that have come up. So I do see you being able to get around these, but the Five of Wands is encouraging you here to just face the resistance head on, right? To don't shy away from the obstacle. Clarify the Three of Swords. You have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, something definitely has emotionally upsetted you with that Queen of Cups, Three of Swords. Clarify the Two of Cups in your current energy. You have the Eight of Pentacles, and this card also came out. It's the Emperor. Yeah, I think right now you're just improving yourself. Like your current energy is like you're just working on improving yourself. This is like self-improvement energy. Two of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, the Emperor. The Emperor represents your ability to be able to like self-govern yourself and to take care of the controllables that you can take care of and everything else that you can't control, right? To just like not try to control them. Because really what I'm seeing is like these challenges and these situations that you've gone through. This is kind of a deep reading, so we're gonna have to go a little bit longer on this one. But the challenges you've gone through, the heartbreak you've gone through, and the disappointing experience here is making you, it's like showing to you like where you can improve. And I think you're taking on the challenge like head on here. And it's like you're doing your best here to improve yourself because of whatever this is. It's like you're realizing, okay, in order for me to make my situation better, I'm gonna have to make adjustments here. Clarify the Six of Wands in the challenge. Yeah, the Page of Cups. Yeah, you may be feeling a lack of support, right? Six of Wands, Page of Cups. You may be feeling a lack of support, or other people aren't supporting you. And it's interesting too, because I see for some of you, like if this is work and career or business, it's like you're wanting to build up your business, you're wanting to build up your career, but you could be feeling like you're not getting the support you want or the recognition that you want yet, I would say. Clarify the Five of Wands. Yeah, the King of Swords here. Yeah, and I see you, the King of Swords, it's like I do feel like you will be able to move through this Three of Swords and be able to detach from whatever this experience was. But the King of Swords, Five of Wands, I'm seeing you here like getting super disciplined and staying focused here and embracing the obstacles and the challenges that are coming your way. And I'm not saying like, oh, there's more challenges and obstacles coming your way. I mean, there could be, but it's more so, it's like the obstacles and the challenges that you're already dealing with here. It's like in order for you to get better, it's like you're having to like face it head on. And that's where all the growth is going to be coming from. I'm going to pull you one more card here. You pull this opportunity. So there could be an opportunity with this full moon that you're getting, or with this lunation cycle until we come in the new moon in Virgo. But I'm also seeing like this is a perfect opportunity for you, right? With that Two of Cups, the Emperor, and the Eight of Pentacles, to whatever is being reflected to you to be able to improve something, so that way you can set yourself up better for success and get actually the support and the recognition that you're looking for. I would definitely, on a side note, Gemini, if there's any like drama or conflict, I wouldn't even get involved with it. I feel like it's just going to drain your energy, and it's just going to be a waste of energy. Because Five of Wands can be where you're triggered, right? You feel like you need to like prove something. But I'm seeing here like to not get involved. Like I think you'll be saving yourself a whole host of trouble. So that's what I got for you, Gemini. Let's do Cancers. All right, Cancers. Let's see. All right, let's see, Cancer. pulled this security card. So it's interesting because this full moon, well, the sun in Leo right now is in your second house, which deals with support, money, resources, finances, our values, possessions. And the full moon is in your 8th house of Aquarius, right? So with the sun being there in your second house, there is an emphasis and a highlight here on your resources, right? On your money, on the things that do support you, right? And with the Four of Pentacles being in your current energy at this time, it's like I see you here trying to build these things up with the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles as well is like he's clinging on to the Pentacles, which represents like he's holding something in his possession that he deems valuable, right? So I just see overall symbolically like you're trying to build up the value here in your life to be able to give you a sense of security and to ultimately grow your foundation with what you're doing. You have the Wheel of Fortune here for the overall energy, which I like. I do feel with this full moon, you are having more of a positive transition with things. The Wheel of Fortune talks about good transitions. It's also the planet of Jupiter, which represents growth and expansion and opportunity here as well. So it's like you could be getting an opportunity here, or opportunities are happening here to take you into the newer direction in which you're trying to go here. And I do feel like you do have luck on your side. You do have the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords in your challenge. I think you're just trying to figure out the direction. Like you're trying to make sure, it's like, I feel like you're trying to figure out what actions to take here, right? To keep the development of things going. And you did pull the Page of Swords as the advice at this time. And I feel like where your resource lies, the potential where your resource lies to get the most out of your situation here, Cancer, is actually to experiment with new ideas and to follow your curiosity with things. Because the Page of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, is someone who's willing to be open-minded to embrace something new or to try something new. The Wheel of Fortune is like spinning the wheel. So I see like where your potential resource lies for you to be successful or for you to get what it is that you want is your ability to try newer things here. Like if you're curious about something and you're wanting to take action, but you're like, well, I don't know, like, will this work? Or like, will this be something that will stick long term? It's like, you'll never know unless you do try. Because I do feel like you have a lot of great ideas here, or you're thinking about something. And the only way to know is to see if it works. You do have the Nine of Swords here in the future position. I feel like you can easily avoid this energy. The Nine of Swords is the never-ending nightmare. It's like when we become overwhelmed with what actions we should take. And this is where we can hoard our ideas, or we can just like hold ourselves back. And that's why I feel like where the potential of your resource lies with this full moon for you to get what it is that you want is to follow your curiosity here, right? And try new things. And maybe they'll stick, maybe they won't stick, but you'll never know. But it's like the more you think about it with the Nine of Swords, the more it's just going to drive you crazy. So whatever your curiosity is, I feel like the universe is saying to explore it. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune here for the overall energy. You have the Hangman, okay. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. You have the Two of Wands. And clarify this Nine of Swords. You have the Lovers here, okay. I see you have a lot of ambition, Two of Wands, right? It's like you're building up your security. You're focusing on building your security and your foundation and getting the things that you want here. And I see you also have the resources at your disposal to do certain things. Sometimes we feel like we need all the money and stuff, and you could have that, but if you don't, this is like using like your knowledge or your wisdom or ideas. It's just taking what you have and seeing what you can do with it. And with this Wheel of Fortune and the Hangman being the overall energy, I think overall it's like having to let go of control, right? Because the Hangman surrenders. And he's able to surrender with comfort because he relies upon his knowledge, right? Because he hangs from the tree of knowledge. And the Wheel of Fortune is trying to take you in a new direction here and trying to open you up to new things, but you have to like let go of the control, right? The Four of Pentacles is like, well, I need to make sure I have it all dialed in, and I have to make sure that it's gonna, I have to have every step planned out along the way. But I feel like you're gonna miss certain opportunities here, right? If you keep holding yourself back, or if you hold yourself back, I want to say. But the Nine of Swords and the Lovers, because I'm seeing you can easily tap into this Lovers energy in the future and move away from the Nine of Swords energy, which the Lovers is like feeling like you're in alignment, right? Feeling like, okay, things are working. I'm coming back into alignment. I'm feeling positive. And things are moving forward here. So I see where your resource lies is like taking some of these ideas that you have, or taking the information or the knowledge that you have and applying it practically and see if it works, right? And don't second guess it. Like, just like see if it works. If it doesn't work, it's like, okay, fuck it. Let me try the next idea, and let me try the next idea. But sometimes we feel like we have to have it all planned out. And I feel like for you, Cancer, the universe is saying like to just release control and allow yourself to experiment with something new, or to try something new. And that's how I see you really coming into alignment with the truth, with the Lovers. So that's what I got for you, Cancer. Let's go to Leo. This is definitely, very, because even with this full moon, we have Jupiter in Gemini squaring Saturn in Pisces. And so it's like we want to grow and expand into our truth, but that square to Saturn is like, can bring confusion, right? Or us really trying to understand the deeper meaning first. And with this Uranus square with Mercury, it's like we're kind of being shooken up and like having to try something new, but it's like we don't know, like, well, is this going to work? Is this not going to work? You have to make sure that your intentions, that you're connected to your spiritual truth with things, right? And releasing control and allowing for yourself to just embrace the unknown and see like whether or not your ideas work. You pulled this pleasure card, Leo. Okay. You pulled the Knight of Cups here for your overall energy. Yeah, the Knight of Cups sort of reminds me of creativity, and you are a very creative sign, Leo. Knight of Cups is able to enjoy the pleasure of his creations, right? Because he's doing things that he emotionally desires, right? He's pursuing the things that he emotionally desires, or he's creating the things that he emotionally desires. And I see that you're getting a chance here, Leo, to start pursuing things that will bring you pleasure. You have the Six of Wands that just came out in your current energy. Your challenge is the Seven of Swords. Future position is the Ten of Wands. Definitely stay committed to what you're doing here, because I do feel like you're cultivating momentum, Leo. And that Ten of Wands is, Ten of Wands is the burden of choice. It's like sticking to our responsibilities and sticking to the choices that we make, and seeing things all the way through to the end, like committing ourselves. And so I feel like by getting to the end of the finish line, or carrying out what it is that you say you're going to do, or maintaining the momentum of what it is that you're doing, is what's going to build up more and more success for you with the Six of Wands. The Seven of Swords being in your challenge at this time. Let's see. Let's clarify that. You have the Three of Swords here. Yeah, I mean, I kind of pick up a subtle energy. Some of you Leos may be feeling a lack of support from other people, or maybe there's been things that have come up to where it's like you're not trusting other people. Maybe it is because something that they did, right? Or maybe you're not getting the support or the recognition, or just people like, this could just be like people like gossiping and all that type of fucking shit, right? I would just ignore it here, Leo. I mean, it could be like you could be feeling like things aren't fair, but I think with the Six of Wands is like you're doing you, right? And you're growing and expanding in your life, and I think that's the best thing you can do and keep doing here, and stick to what it is that you're doing, even if people don't see you, or even if people don't support you. Clarify this Knight of Cups, and for the overall energy, you have the Hierophant. Clarify the Six of Wands. You have the Five of Pentacles. Clarify the Ten of Wands. You have the Strength card. Well, you pulled your own card here in the future. I think the universe is saying to keep doing what it is that you're doing here, Leo. And I think you've come out of a rough period with that Five of Pentacles, and you're starting to gain momentum with that Six of Wands. So I think you are flipping a lot of negatives into positives here, and the universe is just saying to keep that momentum going, especially when it comes to your endeavors, the Knight of Cups and the Hierophant. It's like you are someone who's very wise, very intelligent, and this is about taking your knowledge and using it and keep moving forward with it, And I also want to say too, the Hierophant deals with beliefs and values. So the overall energy here is like you're doing things that are true and authentic for you. And you know your values here. You know your values, and this is about sticking to your values, even if people are like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that, or you should be doing this, or you should be doing that, or why do you do it that way? Why do you express yourself that way, Leo? Like, you know, these are people that don't know their own self-expression. Like, I'm just gonna be real. They don't even know their own value. They don't even know how to take action on their shit, right? And so they're just probably projecting onto you, right? So I would just ignore all of that and keep doing what it is that you're doing, Leo. Because that 10 of Wands strength card being in the future, I see you still carrying things out, right? 10 of Wands, yes, it's a burden, but it's the burden you choose. Like, let's just say, for instance, if you're a healer and you're trying to show up to the world and you're trying to make the world a better place, it's like, that's a lot of fucking work, right? So by you sticking to that and you're doing it for the right reasons and you're pursuing your passion and you're wanting to help the collective or whatever it is, like for an example, it's like your, you know, that's the burden you took on, right? So, but it's worth it. So I see with that strength card, which is symbolic of courage, right? It's like you're continuing on here with what you've been doing. Because I think you're going to be finding a lot of pleasure with, and you may already be finding pleasure with what you're doing, but overall, it's like what you're doing is something that you like. And your challenge at this time could be that maybe you have haters, or maybe other people aren't supporting you, or maybe it's just people jealous of you. I would just ignore it, Leo. So that's what I got for you, Leo. Let's go to Virgos. I had to get dramatic in the Leo read. All right, Virgo, let's see. Virgo. We pulled this purity card here. Damn, this Three of Swords is coming up a lot. Fuck. Okay, I think you're making a sacrifice at this time, or there's certain sacrifices you're having to make here, Virgo. You even pull this purity card, which is basically like purifying things, cleaning things up. Pretty much very much your energy, Virgo, right? Like organizing things, getting things in order. But this Five of Pentacles here, it's like you're in a transition here, and with that Three of Swords being in the challenge and then the Ten of Swords, I think there's something here that you're letting go of. Now, for a lot of you, this could be like a relationship or certain relationships here, or this could even just be the overall ideal of perfectionism. I'll be real, Virgo. Because even with the Ten of Swords being in your current energy, it's like something hasn't been working, and so you're realizing, okay, this is insanity. Like, I need to definitely change things up because I don't want to keep doing the same thing I've been doing and getting the same result. And so this Five of Pentacles is like you're willing here to let go of a certain way of doing things. That Three of Swords being in the challenge, it's caused disappointment, it's caused heartbreak, or you're just seeing like, okay, like it's just not working, and it's just showing you like the reality of something. So I see you releasing something here and sacrificing something, or it could be like old values, it could be a relationship, it could really be anything. But this Devil and the Nine of Cups, I'd like though in your future, because even though, yes, I know the Devil represents, you know, it represents toxic shit, right? But I think even if it is toxic things, it's like you're like you're being strict here with like what you're going to be allowing, what you're not going to be allowing here. And so if this isn't anything toxic, I see you really cleaning it up and bringing and purifying things with that purity card. And I think that's what's going to bring you into alignment here with this 9 of Cups, right? And you being able to actually start receiving what it is that you want to actually emotionally experience, right? And you being able to enjoy your life here with the 9 of Cups. I think here as well is like you're just becoming overall disciplined in general, Virgo. I think you're becoming overall disciplined in general because there's been things that haven't been working, and so it's like you're having to really put the parameters in place and the right structures in place here, so that way like you can, you know, get rid of this energy, this 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords. And I think by you doing that, that's going to bring you in an energy of peace here. Clarify the 5 of Pentacles for the overall energy. You have the 7 of Cups. And I think also at this time you're desiring newer things, right? 7 of Cups is desire, right? The power of the imagination and how it can spark desire, right? To be able to, because 7 of Cups is like new experiences that you want to have, or newer things, or different choices that you're wanting to make. Clarify the 10 of Swords. You have the 9 of Wands. And some of you could be pissed off, I'll be real. 9 of Wands, 10 of Swords, you're like, fuck this, putting an end to this, I'm changing this, and I'm going to start taking action on this stuff and doing these things. Clarify the 3 of Swords, Page of Wands. Yeah, I just feel like in general, the challenge, you know, it hasn't been fun. So I think you're spicing some things up here, Virgo. It's like you're changing some things and bringing back in the passion with things, or bringing back at least the excitement and the joy with things. But you did pull the Devil, 9 of Cups. So, and I think this Devil card and the Purity card is like you're purifying things by getting strict and putting in like new structures, right? So for instance, let's say you have a really bad habit of fucking, I don't know, spending money, and you're like, oh shit, like fuck, I gotta change this shit because I just what has happened like has not been a desired result. And so this could be you being like, okay, I'm gonna get smarter, for an example of like budgeting money or tightening up on my spending or whatever the case might be. And that's what ultimately is bringing in, you know, is allowing for you to get back into a better place with the 9 of Cups, right? Being able to actually be in an energy of being content, right? Being fulfilled emotionally and spiritually. It's like you're cutting out the excess of things here. Whatever has been the excess is like you're starting to cut that out. And I think that's bringing you in a way better energy here with the 9 of Cups. Also, I see you changing up your routine here as well, Virgo. Maybe there's a certain routine that hasn't been working and you're changing that up. And I do see you finding a better routine as well. That's what I got for you, Virgos. Let's go to Libra. All right, Libras. All right, you actually got a really good reading, Libra. You pulled the 6 of Wands here for the overall energy. You know, 6 of Wands is a card of success. So I do feel like with this full moon, you could be starting to create more success here for yourself, or you're putting an emphasis here on how you can be more successful. Also, 6 of Wands does deal with like encouragement and support from others. And so you could be getting more of that here with this full moon. You do have the 9 of Pentacles as well in your current energy. 9 of Pentacles is reaping your rewards and your gains through your persistence and your hard work here. And it also is about enjoying the finer things in life as well. And with this 4 of Cups being in the challenge, The first thing that came to me is like, don't get complacent, Libra. Like if you have been getting success and you have been cultivating momentum here, keep going, right? The Nine of Pentacles is like when we reap our rewards and gains, it's like, yes, enjoy those things, enjoy those finer things, but also at the same time, like do more. Like you can do more. Like keep going, keep striving for the greater thing, like the Ten of Pentacles, right? So I feel like this Four of Cups is saying like to not get complacent here. I also feel like some of you though are growing a little bit discontent. Like you want to shake some things up here and change some things up. The Nine of Pentacles is like you're really putting an emphasis here on like how you can get more, right? When it comes to money, resources, or just build the value up overall in general, just in your life and with your lifestyle. You do have the Queen of Wands in the future position, which I like is also you being in a good energy. So I like your energy in the future with the Queen of Wands. I feel like you're in an upbeat, positive energy here. And the Queen of Wands is also really encouraging you to like listen to your heart and follow your heart and to create from your heart space, right? And to allow your heart to pursue its desires at this time and continue to pursue your desires here. It's actually a really good read. I don't have anything negative with this one. Clarify the Six of Wands. Yeah, you pulled the Sun card, which is happiness, right? Being fully embodied in your truth as well. Some of you may be getting good news here coming up as well. Clarify this Nine of Pentacles in your current energy. Yeah, you even have the Six of Cups here. And this is about the power of gratitude and appreciation. So some of you at this time, you could be really appreciating your life and the things you have around you. And let's just say, for instance, you're not going through the best of times right now. The Nine of Pentacles, Six of Cups is saying there's always something to be grateful for. And even because Nine of Pentacles is Virgo, so it's like the little things. It's like by appreciating the little things that you have can really shift your vibration, especially if you're in an energy of like feeling lack or just feeling like nothing's going your way. It's like finding something to be grateful for can shift your vibration so fast. But like not just being like let's just say if you have for instance, if you have a dog, you're like, well, I'm grateful for my dog. It's like, why are you grateful for it, right? Like dive into the meaning of why you're actually grateful for these things. And I feel like that can really like help you shift your vibration if you're in a lower vibration. Clarify the Four of Cups. You have the Page of Pentacles. Clarify the Queen of Wands. You have the Nine of Pentacles here. Yeah, I want to say don't get complacent here, Libra. Four Cups, Page of Pentacles, right? It's like enjoy your success and enjoy your life. The challenge, though, is the Page of Pentacles is like improvement and steady making improvements, right? And it's in the challenge, though, with the Four Cups. So I'm almost seeing you here like kind of being like nonchalant about things, but if there are things that you need to do them, right? So you don't fall behind or so you don't have to like play catch up, right? Also too, it could be like these little things that you have to do, but you're like, oh, I don't feel like doing it. It's going to take up too much time and it's just too much energy. Like all these little things. But I feel like to not put those things off, like just do them. So that way you don't have to worry about them later. You have the Queen of Wands and then the Knight of Pentacles here in the future position. So I see things going steady here. And also the Knight of Pentacles is the hard work that you've been doing. Like you've laid a foundation, and so there's stability, and you can rely upon this stability moving forward with the Queen of Wands, which is why it's putting you in a good energy and a happy energy, because you're able to rely upon these things that are around you and that you've created here as well. So I do see things going steady, and you being happy with you being happy because they're going steady. You did pull this Truth card, so I think it's important to just remain in your truth at this time, right? Be your authentic self. Yeah, and that's it, Libra. That's what I got for you in your reading. I like it. So let's go ahead and go to Scorpio. Also, I want to say this as well. Some of you have Six of Wands in the Sun card can be recognition, right? You could be standing out here coming up, or this could be going on now. You could be getting more recognition or standing out, or it even can represent something becoming successful and like other people see it and admire it. So I do see that for you. All right, Scorpio. the Two of Cups and the Strength card, you pulled 2 cards for the overall energy. All right, good read. You have the Two of Pentacles in the challenge. Well, Two of Pentacles is the dance of change. So there's been a lot of things you've been having to navigate lately, Scorpio. The boats in the background that are on the waves are symbolic of navigating the ups and the downs, right, when it comes to change. And so there's been a lot of ups and downs I kind of see here, Scorpio, and you having to navigate them and changes you've been having to make along the way. And there's still changes here that you're still doing, but I see here with the Six of Swords being in your current energy, it's actually you're moving forward here. Like sometimes when we're going through change, we're at a low period, or like fuck, like there's just so much shit I have to do, right? But it's like once we but by doing those things and making those changes, like we start to move forward, and I see that that's something that is happening here for you, Scorpio. And I think it's showcasing to yourself like your own inner strength, like your own ability, your own resilience here, the Two of Cups and the Strength card for the overall energy. Like this full moon, I feel like is reflecting to you your own resilience, right? Because the Strength card deals with courage and strength. And with the Two of Cups, this is about like inner strength that has been built and that is still being built here, because it's like you've been embracing change and doing the things that you need to do and doing the hard work here, and which is showcasing and reflecting to you like, oh, like I do have this strength and I can turn my situation around. You have the King of Wands here in the future position, which is symbolic of success, right? And your endeavors that you've been seeing through all the way till the end, you know, starting to materialize and happen here, which is putting you in an energy of confidence with the King of Wands. You pulled this Inner Peace card, so you know that Two of Cups here with the Strength card is an energy of inner peace, right? Feeling rooted and grounded, right, and not feeling uprooted. Clarify the Six of Swords here in your current energy. Yeah, Queen of Wands. It's like I feel there's a more you're moving toward more positivity. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Pentacles. There's still work to do, right, in your challenge. Still changes here that you're making, but for the most part, I think the changes that you made are allowing you to move forward. And it's like you're still creating things. There's still things you have to do, but you are making progress here, and you are being able to, especially because the Five of Swords is before the Six of Swords is like, and you know, just change in general. It's like you're finally getting out of like the hard period. You're getting out of like the quicksand here, or the muddiness, or getting out or getting unstuck from the mud. Clarify the King of Wands. You have the Ace of Wands, yeah. And I feel like this is only going to encourage you even more here to keep going, because you're starting to see what you're capable of with the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So that's what I got for you, Scorpio. Let's go to... Also, I want to say as well, Scorpio, if you've been wanting to like start something new, or you're trying to figure out how you can bring in something new to your life, right, that's going to help you grow and expand, I would do it with that King of Wands, Ace of Wands, because I feel like you're a lot more ready than you think you are. All right, let's do Sagittarius. Pull this flexibility card. So I feel Spirit's wanting you to be flexible, or you're having to be flexible here. If you send a super chat question, I will answer it at the end when I get through all the signs. What is your overall energy here? Pull the Four of Cups here for the overall energy. The Four of Cups is the closed off heart. It's really, with the flexible cards, like I think your situation at this time is calling for you to be flexible or wants you to be flexible. But sometimes that means like letting go of like our comfort zone or like stepping outside of our comfort zone. And sometimes we don't want to do that, right? But the Four of Cups is like, I do see though too, it's like you are discontent about certain things, and I'm seeing you here, Sagittarius, like used to the conventional ways of doing things with the King of Pentacles in your current energy, because it's always what has worked. But I'm also seeing you kind of grow discontent with things. And your challenge at this time with the Eight of Cups is like to explore the unknown, because there's so much more to your journey and there's so much more to your story or to your situation, that by embracing the unknown and being flexible and just like allowing yourself to surrender and like move toward like maybe what your intuition is telling you to do, it's like something that in the long run you'll be happy about. But it's like first embracing that uncomfortableness, because I think you like tradition. I think you like the conventional ways of doing things with the King of Pentacles, because it's what works or what has worked. But I'm seeing like a part of your being here being like wanting to do something new or wanting to like move outside of your comfort zone. But it's like first you have to face that uncomfortable energy. But I think you'll get used to it and it'll become familiar very quickly with the Seven of Pentacles in the future position here. Because I do see, and you also have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So it's like there is a reward here on the other side of like moving outside of your comfort zone. It's just first having to like push through that resistance. I'm gonna keep going. Clarify this four cups here for the overall energy. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, and the Nine of Pentacles is, like I always say, it's reaping your rewards and your gains, right? And being able to enjoy the finer things. But I almost see like there's a part of yourself that maybe has kind of similar to Libra. You may have Libra in your chart. It's like when times have changed or are calling for you to change. Like let's just say, for instance, something that's always worked for you and this is what you're used to and like it's created success for you, but a part of yourself's like, like I want to do more, but I have to like maybe change some things or just open myself up to being vulnerable. That's where like we kind of just like, we're like, oh, I don't know, like I'll just stick to what I'm used to. Like, but I think that the universe is like saying like, no, like your intuition and your inner wisdom is telling you things at this time, because there's a part of your being that wants to grow more. Clarify the King of Pentacles. You have the Empress, and I already feel like you are successful here with the King of Pentacles and the Empress, right? And the Empress is abundance, it's creation. So you've created a lot of things here for yourself, but there's more here that you're wanting. And I think you have the resources at this time, and it just doesn't have to be money, but it's like using the resources that you have to like get started with other things if that's something you want to do. Clarify the Eight of Cups. You have the Ace of Cups here. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles. You have the Emperor. So some of you may have Aries in your chart. You have this Eight of Cups, Ace of Cups in the challenge. It's like what you're seeking is more fulfillment, emotionally and spiritually. Because sometimes we can have the material success, right? And maybe it fulfilled us before, but then there's a part of ourselves that's like, man, like there's something out there more for myself. And I think there is. And I think this full moon is trying to shake you out of your comfort zone and wanting you to embrace a more unconventional way of things. And I think the Seven of Pentacles in the future with the Emperor is like you getting more success here, right? Because it's like taking the resources and the things that you have, using those things, and because the Emperor is saying like you're in full control of your situation. And like let's just say you try something and you don't like it, well then you can just stop doing it, right? But I'm seeing you here do something or create something here that you actually do like. And I actually feel like whatever this new thing is, or what you're feeling guided to do, is like something that is going to be part of your everyday routine here, or something you're going to get very used to and familiar with. And it's also going to open up the doors for more growth for your business or for work or for career, or just or just your lifestyle in general. It's not a bad reading at all. I just feel for you, Sag, just more so, I think there's more that you're seeking on a deep emotional, spiritual level, but you're having to get unconventional, maybe have to get flexible with trying something new. And there could be a very rigid energy right now, but the universe is saying like to be flexible, because it's like these new things is what's going to provide the deeper, meaningful, like it's going to bring deeper fulfillment and meaning here. So that's what I got for you, Sagittarius. I feel like that was for someone very specific. All right, let's do Capricorns. What's going on with the goats? You pulled this blessings card, so looks to me, Capricorn, like you got some blessings coming. Let's see, what is the overall energy here? 4 of Wands, yeah. This is the celebration and the victory here of things coming together. You have the Strength card, the Queen of Cups, and the Challenge. Future position, the Lovers. Well, this is love. This looks like a blessing in love. If you're single, this could be someone new that you're meeting or that you've met, and things developing in a positive way. If you're in a relationship, this is the deepening of a bond and intimacy here. So I like this energy, things coming together. When it comes to your personal self, though, I think you are generating blessings here. The 4 of Wands, like I said, to be able to celebrate your creations, things that you've defined for yourself, that you've achieved, right? And feeling that sense of empowerment that comes with it. So I like this. The Queen of Cups being in your challenge. Let's clarify that real quick. The Emperor, okay. Clarify the Strength card. You have the 7 of Pentacles. Clarify the Lovers. You have the Queen of Pentacles. I'll clarify the 4 of Wands in a moment. But in your current energy at this time, yeah, it's like the way things have come together. 7 of Pentacles is like the culmination of things, the results of things. The way they have come together, I'm seeing here, they're coming together in a positive way. And I'm also seeing you being able to rely upon your resources and rely upon things at this time that you can use, right, to further develop what it is that you're trying to do. I think at this time, the universe is encouraging you here. I'm surprised I didn't pull the Empress, but I pick up this energy, Capricorn, to where don't be afraid to co-create with others here and merge with others, right? Because it's like you could take like what you're doing to the next level here by opening yourself up to co-create with other people. And if you've been doing that, keep doing that here, because I feel like that's what's really going to allow for you to expand more. You have the Queen of Cups and the Emperor in the Challenge. Yeah, Queen of Cups is the ability to be receptive emotionally to other people. I'm going to be fucking real, Capricorn. Is the ability to be receptive to others. And sometimes the Emperor there can be like, well, no, I kind of want to control everything, and I want control over everything. That's why with the... And it could just be with minor things, right? It could be just with subtle things. But I feel the more you're able to be open and receptive to creating with others and being open to other people's values with the Lovers and the Queen of Pentacles here, that's what's really going to allow you to be able to thrive more and to get more success here. Some of you may have a Taurus in your chart. But I like the Lovers and the Queen of Pentacles in the future because I feel ultimately there's success here. Right, and you feeling in alignment with your creations and what it is that you're building, which is bringing celebrations and happiness. Clarify the 4 of Wands. You have the 4 of Cups here. I think you've been looking for the excitement. I feel like this full moon is bringing something different here. 4 of Cups is, we could be discontent with things, but I think this full moon has shooken some things up and brought excitement back into things, or is trying to bring that excitement into things here. So whether or not you want it to happen, I feel like if you were to experiment and open yourself up to something new, if you haven't been, you would actually be like, oh shit, you'd be like, oh shit, this is actually pretty cool. Like, and this is something I like. Either way though, I see with this Lovers and the Queen of Pentacles, like you getting success here with the Queen of Pentacles, creating stability, right? Your projects, career, or just your resources expanding here with the Lovers and the Queen of Pentacles. I'm also seeing you finding, if you're looking for a business partner or anything like that, you could be finding a business partner here, or working with a business partner, and things are going in a successful direction. feel like I need to pull you one more card, Capricorn. You have this flow card, okay? And that's that Four of Cups. That's like when the dam gets blocked, right? And the water can't go through, it can't flow through. So keep flowing with your creations here and stay in the flow. The Emperor is like sometimes when we want to have control over everything, but if that control is like bringing resistance and fucking up the flow, then I feel like the universe is saying here like to lessen up a little bit here and to allow, you know, to be flexible. Because that's what's going to keep the creation of what you're doing going here. So that's what I got for you, Capricorn. Let's go to Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, let's see. Okay. I think your challenge at this time with the Two of Cups could be with relationships and others here. Because I'm really seeing you wanting to, because even if you think about this full moon, the sun in Leo's in your 7th house of relationships, and this full moon is in your sign, right? Which would be like your 1st house, which deals with yourself. So I think in a way with this Two of Cups, what you're trying to do is really be receptive and open to others here. Now this could be with work or career or with your clients or just with your relationships in general. So you're trying to figure out and find a better way in which you can be cooperative with people or to work with others here. Because the Eight of Pentacles being your overall energy, there's something that you have been working on. Eight of Pentacles is a card of mastery. It's like the everyday work that you always do, right? Improving things. Let's see, I just want to pull your Oracle card really quick, Aquarius. You have this going forward card. I feel like the obstacles in your path are being cleared with this going forward card. But the Four of Wands being in your current energy at this time, I think you're really putting an emphasis here on creating, right? I think you're really putting an emphasis on defining things for yourself that you like and that you enjoy, and then giving power to those creations. For the Four of Wands, you could already be celebrating some of these things. Others of you, it's like this is what's coming up. You have the Queen of Wands here in the future position, so I see you being in a good attitude and being in a good positive energy here. I think you're being really inspired here at this time, Aquarius, to show up in the world and connect with others and cooperate with others. I'm not saying you're not being cooperative, but like to embrace relationships, to embrace partnerships, or just to embrace others here. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. You have the Five of Swords here. Yeah, some of you, it's like you've been having to make a lot of improvements because what you were doing once before wasn't working. So it's like I think you're actually starting to figure things out here. And I think you've disconnected here with that Five of Swords from things that weren't in alignment with your values, and you've started connecting more to the things that are in alignment with your values. Yeah, because I'm seeing you with this Two of Wands, like you're in a very empowered energy, like wanting to take action. And this is both Aries energy right here. It's Aries. And so I see you very self-determined too, and being more bold. Clarify the Two of Cups in the challenge. You have the Justice card. Clarify the Queen of Wands. You have the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles, you go from the 8 to the 9. So the hard work that you've been doing, you are going to be reaping your rewards here. I think your challenge at this time is like you're just trying to balance your personal life, like yourself, and your relationships here. And I think that's like the main challenge for you, is like understanding, like having to prioritize yourself and prioritize relationships. But I do see you finding a good balance here with the Queen of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. So, and I see you being able to also reap, your rewards from your hard work and your persistence with that Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles here. So, and you being able to enjoy those fruits as well with the Nine of Pentacles. So you have a good reading. I think going forward, it's like with this going forward card, I think the universe is just wanting you to have balance with your own personal needs and obligations, and also with relationships too. So that's what I got for you, Aquarius. Let's do Pisces. Pull the success card. Okay, so some of y'all are focused on success, and you could have gotten success here, or you're just focusing on success. Yeah, I'm seeing you like in the shadows, Pisces. Like there's certain things that you're desiring, and you're like, I gotta figure out a way to get that. Like, all right, let's see, Pisces. Pull the Six of Wands, which is the card of success here. So there's the highlight here. The overall energy is about success and you wanting to move in a successful direction. I think it's when it comes to your mission and your purpose in life as well. Clarify this, or not clarify, what is your current energy? Pull the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Wands here. Yeah, the Eight of Cups is a card of wandering. And it's not wandering in a bad way. It's like the Eight of Cups, a lot of people say like he's walking away from the cups, like obviously, but he's also walking toward his wish fulfillment, right? And so with the Ten of Wands, it's like you're still moving forward toward the ultimate wish fulfillment that you want. And you've been doing a lot of hard work with the Ten of Wands, and you're putting in a lot of work here. And a lot of you are committing yourself to something. It's like even though you haven't maybe gotten the full-on wish fulfillment, it's like you're sticking to the process here, because ultimately the overall energy, the ultimate goal is to get the success that you want, and it's to be successful. What is your challenge? You have the Five of Swords here. The Five of Swords can be failures and setbacks. And it's just like a process. Because the Five of Swords actually adds up in the tarot. It's like it's the Three of Swords, Four of Swords, and then the Five of Swords. Like the Three of Swords is the person all the way in the back dealing with the fucking disappointment and the heartbreak. And then the Four of Swords is like getting into a place of reflection, introspection, and acceptance. And then the Five of Swords is like, okay, all right, let me get out of this and let me start doing something here to move my situation forward. And I think that's something that you're doing. I think your challenge has been, there has been a lot of ups and downs, maybe some failures, maybe some setbacks. What is the future? You have the Chariot, which is triumph, especially with the Five of Swords and the Six of Wands. It's like triumph and victory and getting back on your path here. So I do see you being in that energy of success. I think there's still a lot of work here, though, that you're having to commit yourself to get there. But you're making progress here. You're moving forward. Clarify this Six of Wands. You have the King of Cups. Yeah, King of Cups, Six of Wands. You're strongly devoted to what you're doing because it's something you unconditionally love, and it's and it's something that you're committing yourself to. And so this is about the commitment to success and the meaning of it, because the King of Cups, it's not even about the material stuff. It's not even about the money. It's more so about how it makes him feel and what's meaningful for him. So it's like devoting yourself to something that's very meaningful. Clarify the Eight of Cups, Ten of Wands. You have the King of Wands. Yeah, I mean, you're still in your energy of confidence, right? King of Wands he has the big vision and he's going to see it through, right? Even when there's an Eight of Cups, right? He's still going to take on the discipline, or he's still going to be disciplined and take on the responsibility, right, to see his visions all the way through to the end. So also I see here with the situation and what you're going through, it's cultivating more of a deeper belief within you. But I think there has been challenges because there's been questions along the way. But I see you here though, still being confident and determined. Clarify the Five of Swords in the challenge. You have the Strength card. I'll pull this card too because it came out. You have the Five of Pentacles. You have two fives, and fives in numerology represent conflict, tension, struggle. But it's the creative breakthrough. It's like the tension, and the struggle forces you to get creative. So I'm also seeing you here like being kind of forced to get creative, or you've been forced to get creative here, which should be pretty easy for you, right, Pisces, because you're very creative. But it's the strength though to keep going, right, to engaging your willpower. right? And having the courage to keep going. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune, or the Wheel of Fortune. The Chariot, the Nine of Wands. Yeah, this is, Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, right? It's like he's having to pick his battles wisely. He's having to be smart with his energy, but he's having to rely upon his own strength to push through with things. And with the Chariot being here, it's like you're being able to push through, right, and get success and triumph here. I'm gonna pull you one more because I feel like one more I wanted to come out. You have the Eight of Pentacles, yeah. And it's like you're moving through and getting success by, with the Eight of Pentacles, doing the practical and methodical work that's required. And yes, it like could be an energy here with the Nine of Wands to where your will is being tested to do this work, but by doing that work is what's actually moving the Chariot forward, right, and helping you get success. So that's what I got for you, Pisces. And that's what I got for all the signs. So I appreciate you all. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the super chat questions. And yeah, if you're not going to stick around, I want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting that like button for me. And also too, if you're newer to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe and make sure to turn on the notification button bell as well, because I do go live too. And so that way you won't miss a live. But otherwise than that, we're going to go ahead and jump into the super chats. And we're going to get started here. Give me 1 second. If you just came in here, you can rewind back. I've already done all the signs. And you'll see the name of the sign in the top left corner. All right. Terry Wilson. Does Spirit have any messages for me? Ooh, that's a good one. Terry Wilson. Does Spirit have any messages for Terry at this time? Spirit, do you have any messages for Terry at this time? Where are the messages for Terry at this time? Temperance. Page of Cups. And you pull the Ten of Cups, okay. You pull the Temperance, Page of Cups, Ten of Cups here. The Temperance, I'm kind of seeing, like, I got a picture in my mind of like someone who's like unshackling themselves, like you're like unshackling yourself and you're giving yourself the permission here to start allowing yourself to be more free to create what it is that you enjoy. And I think Spirit's wanting you to keep doing that here. The Temperance card is, yes, it's balance and harmony, but it also is a card of freedom and being able to feel free and being able to feel grounded, right, and feeling connected to your spiritual side and being connected to nature. And the Temperance is, you know, it is creation as well. So I feel Spirit's wanting you to stay in alignment with your creations, keep giving yourself the permission and the freedom to pursue what your inspirations are and what your aspirations are. Because with that Ten of Cups, it's all going to add up ultimately to like you being spiritually and emotionally fulfilled, but also you feeling that deep sense of connection to life in general, which is fulfilling and spiritually and emotionally, which is also spiritually and emotionally fulfilling here. Even with the Page of Cups is the muse, right? Which is like inspiration, like being inspired to create and move and dance with the rhythms of the universe, right? And being in the flow. And I feel like Spirit's really wanting you to connect to that and embrace that and to do the things in your life that are deeply meaningful and connect to those things here. I feel like you're being guided at this time. I can't remember what angel the Temperance is. I think it's Archangel, I want to say Raphael, but I think I'm wrong. Or is it Archangel Michael? I think it is Archangel Michael. So you could have a connection, or there could be an importance with one of the archangels right now. I want to say it's Michael. Somebody correct me. I believe it is Michael. But yeah, I also do see you do have a lot of happiness here coming up as well. with the Ten of Cups. So that's what I got for you, Terry. Let's go to Anne. How you doing, Anne? What messages does Spirit have for me? Aqua Sun, Pisces Moon, Leo Rising. Can you tell me for Anne? Okay, you pulled the Queen of Swords, the Moon card, and the Six of Pentacles. The Moon card can be the refusal of truth. Now, I'm not saying you're refusing the truth, right? But I'm trying to paint a bigger picture here, because the Queen of Swords is about clarifying things and comprehending things more deeper. And that's the overall energy for the message, is the Queen of Swords. If you have any questions at this time, or if there's anything that you need to take a deeper look at, don't ignore it. I feel like Spirit's saying to clarify it now, like to understand what the truth is now, or get down to the bottom of what it is that you need to get down to the bottom of. But also to trust in your gut instincts at this time, to trust in your intuition here, because I almost see that you're kind of looking for more confirmation with things, but I'm almost kind of getting like your intuition is giving you the confirmation. And I feel like if you trust and listen to your intuition and listen to your gut instincts, the Six of Pentacles I asked for the future, it's like it's leading you here to success. It's like leading you here to the type of things that you want to receive. And I also want to say this as well. This is like a side note coming through. I would clarify, I would make sure that you're looking at, I don't want to say the details of things, but to just double check things. The Six of Pentacles can be things related to like bills and all that type of shit, and like money things. I kind of feel here that if there's any questions you have about things, or there's anything that you need to take a deeper look at, I would take a deeper look at it and figure it out. Don't wait here, right? Don't put yourself in suspension or suspicion, or keep yourself in suspicion. It's like if there's anything you need to get down to the bottom of, just do it now. And I actually feel like things will be a lot better than you expect too, with that Six of Pentacles. Also, if somebody, this is a sign. If somebody owes you money or something, don't be afraid to ask for it. Or if you need something, or if you need to ask for a favor, like ask for it. Or if you need to clarify anything, I would do it. So that's what I got for you, man. All right, Rosemary. What message does Spirit have for me as well? I'm a Libra. All right, let's take a look here. The overall energy for Rosemary, please. Justice card. What is their current energy with the situation? The Hangman. What's the challenge for them at this time? The King of Wands. What's the future position? And what is the advice? Ace of Pentacles. You pulled the Justice card here for the overall energy. The Justice card is about balance, but it's also about discernment too. And when I say discernment, it's like not like because like you have to make these critical decisions, right? I mean, it could be that, but it's more so discernment by when it comes to making decisions. It's like making decisions that are aligned with your truth and your authenticity. So I feel like that's the big picture message here, is like making sure that you're making the right choices, because the Justice card points to, it's the cosmic scale of balance, right? So every action has a reaction, and on a bigger scale, you don't see how those actions all add up to ripple back some type of karma. By the way, I do feel like you have good karma though coming in the future, but the Justice card in general is just telling you just to be aware and have discernment when it comes to things, and making sure that that everything that you're doing is in alignment with what your true intentions are. You have the Hangman here in your current energy at this time. Yeah, and the Hangman, it's interesting because I feel like you're very wise and very knowledgeable. The Eight of Wands wanted to come out with this card, the Hangman, and the Eight of Wands is the archetype of Sagittarius. It's Mercury and Sag, so it deals with like an intellect that is very broad and that is very educated and has a lot of wisdom. And the Hangman itself hangs from the tree of wisdom, right? And so I feel like you're very, very wise with things and you have a lot of knowledge. And even with the King of Wands and the challenge, it's like I feel like Spirit's really wanting you to rely upon your wisdom at this time and understand that you have the knowledge and you have the skills and the talents and the abilities here to create what it is that you want to create. The Ace of Pentacles is the advice, and the Ace of Pentacles is about planting a newer seed or creating something new or even taking an opportunity or making the opportunity for yourself. Like there's a lot of potential in the things that you want to create at this time. And so believe in your own potential with things. And with this Lovers being here in the future position, I see you coming more and more into alignment with your life purpose here with the Lovers. Right, and I also feel like you're, I pick up like you going through this type of deeper transcendence. And what I mean by that is like your spiritual connection really being strengthened and your connection to the divine or God or your higher self, whatever it is that you believe in, like it giving you like joy here. And I also want to say like you're also being protected as well, like you're protected by your guides at this time, Rosemary. But when it comes to anything new with that Ace of Pentacles, you know, you're ready for these things. And I'm seeing here that the universe is like wanting you to get started with these things or further the development of things here, and to believe that King of Wands and the challenge, believe in your own knowledge and your talents and your skills and your gifts here, and to use them, right? Because you have a lot of potential. And when you do these things, it's going to bring you more into contact with your true self here with the Lovers and make you feel like you're in alignment and you're connected to your purpose here. So also in regards to love too, if you want love, if you want to create something in regards to love, Rosemary, if you're single, you know, there's definitely good potential in regards to love and you having a good relationship. If you're already in a relationship here, all you have to do is just maintain it and manage it and have discernment with things, and I see things going well here with the Lovers. So that's what I got for you, Rosemary. All right, let's do Syra. Hi, Austin. Any guidance about my current situation? All right. Can you tell me for Syra, please? The Moon card. The Page of Swords. Ace of Wands. Okay, anything that you're unclear about right now or you need more answers, get those answers first, right? The Moon card can be uncertainty, you know, not having the awareness that you need. That's why the Page of Swords is saying, like, if there's any questions you need to ask or if there's anything you need to communicate to clear things up, have those conversations here, right? Because the Moon card, ultimately, it's like getting down to the bottom of the truth. Right, because on the opposite side of the moon is the sun, and the sun in the tarot represents ultimate truth. And the Moon card can be the refusal of truth on the negative side if you don't like get the truth. So if there's any conversations you need to have at this time or things you need to clear up or just get down to the bottom of, have those conversations. I feel like they're really going to help you here and help the situation. And if you're still in an energy to where it's like, well, there's no way I can get those things, trust your gut instincts with the Moon card. Trust your intuition and your gut instincts, and to follow the signs. I know that can be like very abstract, like follow the signs, but I do feel like there's like certain things that are pointing you in certain directions at this time, or wanting you to take certain actions, and that's where you have to really listen to your gut instinct with things here and explore your curiosity. You do have the Ace of Wands here as well, so you know. Ace of Wands is like the spark of initiation, inspiration, motivation. So the Moon card could be where we sit idle because we're like frozen. We're like, well, I don't know what to do. It's like trust, like act on your gut instincts here. But also if there's things you need to clarify or have conversations about, do that, right? You may have to be the one to start it, or you may be the one that has to take the initiative. But by doing that, it's going to clear a lot of things up here. So that's what I got for you, Syra. All right, let's do SB. Hi, Austin. What are the P, the Sag intentions with me? Or what are P, the Sag intentions with me? What is this? Okay. What is the Sag's intentions with SB? Can you tell me? Can you give me the overall energy? Their current energy, the challenge, future, and advice. Overall intentions. All right, you pulled 2 cards. We'll go with that. 5 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles here. Whoops. One sec. Okay. You have the 2 of Swords here. I feel like this person's wanting to preserve things with you. I think like they're kind of struggling a bit. This person could be struggling financially as well, but I feel like they're wanting to, because the 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, like this, things could be difficult for them at this time, or there could be difficulties. But I do think this person wants to create more stability here with the 7 of Pentacles. Also, too, I feel like this person is like waiting on you, because even in their current energy with the 2 of Swords, you know, they're on the fence, so they could be waiting here. Maybe there's a certain decision they have to make with the current energy being the 2 of Swords, or maybe they're waiting on communication from you. So they're kind of in this waiting game, waiting period. Let's see. I think ultimately, though, with the 2 of Swords being their current energy for their intention, it's like they are hoping to bring things back into balance here and bring back in peace, because this card is a Libra card. You have the Queen of Cups for the challenge. You have the 4 of Pentacles here in the future. What is the... I'm going to pull the advice. You pulled 2 cards for the 1 card. 4 Cups here. I think this person's challenge right now is being emotionally vulnerable. I think they're having a hard time being emotionally vulnerable. I think they're having a hard time being emotionally vulnerable. Your advice to the situation is, because I kind of see there's some things that you're closed off about here as well. I feel like this is like a waiting game. Are you like in no contact with this person, or is there just like this waiting period between you and this person? I think this person's intentions is they do want to continue to build with you, right, and create stability with you. I feel like they're trying to figure out how to do that. They're kind of having a hard time being emotionally vulnerable at this time. And your advice is, well, if you don't feel like opening up to them, don't. But if you do feel like opening up and cooperating with them, then do it. But this could, if there's something on this person's part to where they need to do something, then I would just wait, right? Because I feel like you would just be overextending yourself. So you need to I would wait, because I feel like this person with the 4 of Pentacles in the future, they're not going to let this go. So I don't see this going anywhere. And in fact, I feel the 4 of Pentacles, this person is going to try to hold on to the situation, or is going to keep trying to build stability with the situation. So that's what I got for you. That's what I got for you, SB. I don't think this person has bad intentions. I feel like they're trying to figure out how to cooperate and how to cultivate stability with you. 4 of Pentacles in the future, like this person values you, so I don't see this person letting go or, you know, losing interest or anything like that. Okay. So that's what I got for you, SB. Let's do Mars. Single, Leo, female, dating. I have a couple options, but not sure which person is my life partner. What is Spirit's guidance on which person is for me? Okay. Can you tell me me from Mars, please? So LD, the super chat, the minimum's $5. So make sure that you read the super chat rules, so that way you know what to do. And I have the rules pinned in the live comments, so in the chat. All right, what can you tell me for Mars? Okay, you pulled the Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. It's the one that's the most practical. And I'll break this down some more. So the Eight of Pentacles is a person that they're practical. They have their shit together, or they're at least someone who puts in a lot of work and effort into improving themselves and improving their lives and improving their finances and their stability. And the Ten of Swords is the person that learns from direct experience, right? Ten of Swords is our direct experience through life that shows us, okay, well, here's the truth, right? Whether it's good or bad. And I appreciate that, LD. And so it's the person who's able to make practical adjustments. That's the answer that I'm getting with this. The Eight of Pentacles is someone who makes the practical adjustments, and they learn through their behavior, they learn through their mistakes, or they learn through their experience here. And there's someone who's focused on self-improvement, right? Self-development. And I feel like that'll be kind of very easy for you to know when it comes to the people that you're dealing with. It's because some people, it's like they tell the same story and they never fix their situation, right? But like there's other people that, like, even though they've gone through something bad or they've gone through things, their energy is on, like, I'm gonna learn from it and I'm gonna figure out what I can do, right, to improve myself and to improve my situation, right? They don't make like excuses. So that's what I got for you, Mars. I hope that helped. All right, Will Dub. Am I meant to keep doing show photos or switch lanes? That's a good question. One sec. Will Dub, is Will Dub meant to keep doing photos, or should he switch things up, switch lanes? What should he do? King of Cups here, and you pulled the Two of Pentacles. I would stick to it, and here's the answer that I'm getting. I would stick to it. The King of Cups, this is about devoting yourself to something that you really do truly enjoy and that you love, and that if you had to do it, you would do it for free, right? It's like your passion. And the Two of Pentacles here is learning the dance of change through, the ups and the downs of success or not success, but sticking to it, right? Being critically tenacious with the Two of Pentacles, because it's a Capricorn card, it's Jupiter in Capricorn. Like, you get your rewards and your success through the hands-on work and through being tenacious with your objectives and your goals and being critical and putting in the right structures and learning and growing and being disciplined. So I think you should stick to it. But the Two of Pentacles as well, I'm going to say, because it is about bringing in probably something new. It's like experimenting on the side with something as well. I don't think you should just totally give up on the photos. I think you should stick to that, because I feel like that is something that you're very passionate about. And I feel like if you stay committed to that down the line, it's like it can be successful and become more successful. But also too, if you want to experiment with other things with the Two of Pentacles, try that as well, right? Because you may never know, like, what happens. But I wouldn't just totally give up on what you're doing. So that's what I got for you, Will Dub. All right, LD. Did I make a mistake with the Pisces male? Did LD make a mistake with the Pisces male? Let's see here. Hold on, let me go back. Did you make a mistake? I'm going to say no, you didn't make a mistake. But what I will say is that, because the Ten of Wands deals with the burden of choice, it's like what you want to commit yourself to, right? And the Knight of Swords is about making decisions, certain decisions. And so this is what I'll say. Maybe Knight of Swords can be impulsive, right, with making certain decisions and not thinking through things or looking at how the bigger picture manifests. What I will say is I don't think you made a mistake. I think what's being reflected back to you possibly at this time with the Ten of Wands is actually, maybe this is actually something that you will actually still want to commit to and that you still want to put energy and effort into. And so the Knight of Swords is encouraging you here that you can be flexible and change your mind if you want to change your mind. But you have to first ask yourself the question with the Ten of Wands, is it something that you want to commit yourself to? Because I don't think you made a mistake at all, right? I don't think that's the way to view it with how the cards are coming out. Because you have the ability, Knight of Swords, he's flexible, right? He can change his mind. So you have the ability, you can change your mind with your decision if you want to, but first with the Ten of Wands being the question, is it something that you want to, is it a burden that you want to take on again? When I say burden, I don't mean that in a negative way, right? If you have a responsibility with any type of relationship, it's a burden, right? It's just whether or not it becomes a fucking really heavy burden, and it's like a burden, and you're like, fuck. But like, if you're still invested into the situation and still see that you can still change your mind about things and work things out if you want to commit to it still. But do I think you made a mistake? No. Because we change our minds sometimes. Like, this is how it is. All right, let's do Tracy. All right, make sure you put your super chat question, please, in the super chat box. Tracy, I would like a general reading as I got a few worries. Okay, can you tell me for Tracy, please? I think things will be okay. You pulled the Judgment, Page of Cups, right? So you could be feeling like the pressure of a situation and wanting answers, right, to alleviate, that pressure. And I think with this Page of Cups, I think things will turn out better than you expect with the Page of Cups. I also see you getting support if you need support from anybody. But the Judgment card as well. I also feel too, on a side note, the Judgment call is the call to awakening. It's really embracing something fully that you want to do with your life and committing yourself to it. And so if there is anything at this time that you're feeling called to do, I think you should do it with the Page of Cups, right? Like if it's something that you really truly care about and you're inspired by, or just changes that you want to make, I feel like the changes will turn out better than you expect. And I feel like they'll also encourage you and uplift you here with the Page of Cups as well. But I see things turning out better than you expect. So I feel like your worries at this time, I think things will turn out better than you expect. All right, so that's what I got for you, Tracy. Let's do Megas Tarot. What do my guides have to tell me about my finances? Ooh, okay. You sent two super chats. Said sorry, first payment didn't go through. I think it did. I think the first one did. I can answer 2 questions if you want me to, because I think your first one did go through. So you sent another one. What do my guides have to tell me about my finances? What does Megas Tarot need to know at this time? saw this Seven of Swords pre-shuffle. Don't freak out because you see the Seven of Swords. Nine of Swords, Seven of Swords, though, this could be about avoiding certain things, right? So just hear me out for a second, because the Nine of Swords is like when there's certain things that we need to take a look at, right? We need to know, and we need to do. And sometimes the Nine of Swords could be because of the stress and the worry and the anxiety. We're like, oh, I'll put it off. I'll wait to figure it out, right? And the Seven of Swords is like, oh, I kind of want to avoid that because I'm afraid or I'm not, you know. But I see here, like, when it comes to what it is that you're focused on at this time, I feel like to not like to avoid it anymore. Like, if there's things you need to do, take action on those things. It can feel overwhelming, or maybe it's overwhelming, but it's like the more you get into, the more you start revealing things, right? The more you start going through that process of like, okay, let me look at this, let me look at this, let me do this, let me do this, and you start doing those things, it's like then that worry and that stress dissipates, and you start to have a real reflection of your situation, right? And that gives you real feedback to be able to see like, okay, well, this is what I can do to change things or to make improvements here. But I feel like Spirit's saying like to not avoid anything anymore. Like if there's things that you need to do, definitely do them. Or if you need to take a deeper look at things or start finding solutions to things, like just start doing those things. Because sometimes it's like we're just afraid of, like there's some things in life that like we're like, oh, I'm gonna avoid that. I don't feel like looking at that right now. Right, and it's not even because it's like the actual thing itself. It's more so just the emotional response that it will elicit, right? Through like, and so it's like that's what we want to avoid. But I think the universe isn't wanting you to avoid anything anymore. It's like start really looking at the details of things and start taking the right actions here, right? And don't put off anything. Right? There's adjustments you have to make the adjustments. Also, too, you know, I would seek out like if there's certain questions you have, is like seeking out somebody that can give you, someone who has experience that can give you, that can help you find solutions here. So that's what I got for you. Who was that? Megas Tarot. Megas Tarot, did you want to ask another question? Because you sent 2 super chats. Oh, you're welcome, Will Dub. You're welcome, Tracy, as well. Also, Syra. And also LD. Okay. Let's do Naisha. I'm a Libra Sun, Aquarius Moon. Next relationship coming in. All right, let's take a look. What's the next relationship coming in? Can you tell me about the next relationship coming in with Naisha? Also, too, I want to say this, Megas Tarot. If sorry, Naisha, I'll get back to you. Megas Tarot, if like you have ideas, right? Certain ideas that you want to, like whether it's to generate more resources for yourself. I'm kind of seeing that Spirit wants you to like try your new ideas. Sometimes like we don't trust in our ideas with things, but you'll never know, they may work. So I would experiment, especially with that Seven of Swords that came out. All right, Naisha. You pulled the Empress here, okay. And you pulled the Knight of Pentacles, okay. It could be with the Taurus. You could be meeting a Taurus in your future. Or somebody who has Earth, heavy Earth. It could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like this person, I think this person is going to have their shit together here with this Empress, Knight of Pentacles. This is going to be someone who is very generous as well, this Empress. They're going to be very attractive. The Empress does with attraction. I feel like they'll be very attractive. But this person is going to move slow. When I mean slow is that this person is more of a practical person in the way they do things. So you may have to be patient, right? But ultimately, I feel like this person will be pretty trustworthy with the Knight of Pentacles and the Empress. They'll be somebody that's reliable. If I had to like pick a time frame, to like the next 3 months, the Empress is Libra Taurus, so it could be, you could meet this person in Libra season, which end of September to the middle end of October. It could be any time frame, but I feel like you could meet this person within the next 3 months. All right. Orion's Diary. Hi Austin, I'm Sherry's brother. I would like to know, what is the energy surrounding my father? We had a physical altercation. What is he thinking, and will he be moving out? Oh, I remember Sherry's question. All right, let's see though, Orion. Can you tell me for Orion? Orion. Overall energy, the 9 of Wands. Current energy, 3 of Cups. Challenge, the Sun card. Future position, the Chariot. What's the outcome? The Lovers. I think you'll be able to rekindle things with your father here, Orion. The Chariot is indicative of moving, so hear me out though, because there's two indications here with this Chariot. But I think overall, right now, I think he's a little bit upset about the situation, but I don't think he's mad at you. I think he's just upset about it. The Sun card, he's like he's trying to stay positive. He still has a lot of love for you with the Sun card. I think he's just upset with what has happened. The 3 of Cups and the current energy is like I think he still loves you. I think he still wants to support you, and I think he still cares about you. The Chariot and the Lovers being here, especially with the Sun card, I feel like you will be able to overcome this with your father, and you'll be able to move forward. And I actually feel like you two's relationship could even strengthen here with the Lovers. So, you know, I just think he's upset. I don't know exactly what he's thinking. I actually, with the 3 of Cups, it is Mercury and Cancer, and Mercury does deal with like thoughts and thinking and the intellect, and it's Cancer, which deals with the more emotional, tender side, but it could be emotionally thinking. But Cancer, like the highest expression of it is like care, nurturing, right, and wanting to be supportive. So I think you will be able to overcome this. The Chariot in the future is a card of moving, so he could move, but I'm really more so leaning toward that you two being able to overcome the situation with the Chariot and move on from it, right? And rekindle y'all's relationship and deepen y'all's relationship with the Lovers. I think he's just upset because, you know, you're his son, right? And he wouldn't have wanted that. But I don't think he's thinking anything negative. I think more so he's sorry or just feeling bad about the situation, and he wants to rekindle things. But he could be going through his own process of you know, how he moves through his own emotions and stuff. But I do see you two being able to overcome it and move forward from it. I feel like there could be a possibility he moves, but I don't know if I really feel more so the other side, where this is you two being able to move forward, right, and be able to let go of the past and that emotional baggage. So that's what I got for you, Orion. Megas Tarot, you did ask me a second question. Actually, should I switch lawyers? I can't answer that. I can answer another one. I can't answer that. But yeah, I would say, like, if you're just being ignored, that's not cool, like, at all. I can answer another question though for you, Megas Tarot. All right, who do we have? Divinity. Hey, Austin, I've been overwhelmed with work and I plan on having a talk with them about bumping up my pay. I'm just curious about how that will play out for me and if I will get what I'm asking for. Okay. Can you tell me for Divinity, please? I see, yeah. You pulled the Judgment, King of Pentacles, Star card. Judgment card is like, all right, I got a fucking issue. It's like, you know, like I need this answered and I need this solved. And the King of Pentacles is a very resourceful energy. It also deals with prosperity, right? And the Star card is like your prayers being answered, especially with the Judgment card, or what you've been asking for being received well, and you being granted your wish, because the Star card is wish fulfillment as well. So I would say yes. I would say yes. I crack myself up sometimes. All right, so that's what I got for you, Divinity. Let's see. Megas Tarot, I couldn't answer the second question, but I can answer another question. You're welcome, Orion. I'm about to get off of here. If you want to send a super chat question, I would send it now because I'm about to get off. Literally the Judgment card. Like, I got this fucking problem. I need to fucking figure it out. All right, Megas Tarot. Makes sense. It's a very difficult situation for me. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at myself. I guess a better question would be, how does my game development career look? What do you see? Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. All right. What can you tell me for Megas Tarot? How does their game development career look? What do they need to know at this time? How is that looking for them? What should they know? I'm still laughing at just how dumb I am. You pulled the Wheel of Fortune and you pulled the Knight of Wands. I would keep doing it. I feel like there could be some fast developments here. I see this being something very passionate for you, like something that you really truly enjoy. And I like that the Wheel of Fortune is here, because the Wheel of Fortune is actually encouraging you to embrace this more with your destiny, this game developing career. Knight of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune could be fast developments that happen. Knight of Wands is a card of ambition and self-determination, but it's also this passion and enthusiasm. And I feel like that energy that flows through you when you do it, like, you know, it can really take you into good places here, because it's like you're feeling the connection to it. But I would say it looks good with the Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Wands. There could even be you getting a chance to do something in the future that excites you, or an opportunity that arises. And so if that happens, I would take it, because I feel like it'll be something that will be thrilling for you, or that brings that enthusiasm and passion and joy. So that's what I got for you, Megas Tarot. All right, Syra. Will things resolve with Scorpio? What can you tell me for Syra, please? All right, is the last question I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and close the super chats. I'm going to say yes with this full card, Ace of Pentacles. I feel like there will be a willingness to try again here with the Ace of Pentacles in the full. But I'm also seeing I want to be surprised if something else shows up in your life. But I would say, yeah, I feel like there will be resolve. The full card is the willingness to try again, right? To take a leap of faith again, right? And to plant and have a newer intention with the Ace of Pentacles to create something. So I would say yes. I wouldn't be surprised if something else shows up that's new, like a newer person. So, all right. So that's what I got. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. You're welcome, Megas Tarot. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Super chat questions are closed. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you for the support. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for also hitting that like button for me. And yeah, I'm not sure when the next time I'll go live. Maybe tomorrow, but if it's not, it's gonna be very soon. So, all right, y'all. Y'all have a great week ahead, and I'll see you later.